Hey everybody, Lady Arianrod here. Hey, next week Tuesday is our first day back at school this year. There's already drama, of course, because my kids have special ed services, and of course things have already gotten screwed up. This is how it is every year. I don't know why I expect it to be different, but I always expect it to be different, because every year I believe them when they say that it's going to be better this year. I should really just stop, because it never is. It's never better. It's never any different. And by setting myself up thinking that they're going to actually do what they said they were going to do, it never actually gets better. At least this time I'm prepared before we walked in the door on the first day. So, how about you? When is school starting for you guys? Have you gotten any crazy letters home yet? We had a year 2 years ago, where in the first month of school, I was on the PTO, and so our district has about 20 buildings between elementary, middle school, and high school. And we had the Gideons come, and they were standing literally on the property line trying to hand out Bibles to kindergartners and first graders who were walking home from school. And legally they were allowed to do that, but it upset a lot of the parents. The parents who were most upset were actually the Christian parents, because they were like, these guys should know better, because they should know that our kids shouldn't talk to strangers. And I'm like, well, that's an interesting way of looking at it. So, I've decided that if it ever comes up at our school, which it probably won't, because our building is pretty diverse, and it's not really the sort of building where they're going to show up and pull that kind of stunt, I'm going to stop and be the mom who stops and talks to them all, and that way they won't have time to talk to kids. But I'm sort of the obnoxious one like that. So I'm going to post a link over on, I'll just post it here in the comments of this video, to my new freebie, which is a downloadable file that talks about your rights as a pagan parent when it comes to public schools. Needless to say, public schools don't always mean secular schools. They do everything from sing Christian songs for Christmas concerts to handing out Bibles, sometimes in school, sometimes outside of school, to things like some places have these release time programs where your kid can leave school in the middle of the day and go to Bible class. Isn't that crazy? And the first thing you need to know when those things come up is what's legal and what are your rights, and what should you do about it. So I'm going to post the link in the comments to this video once it's uploaded. And then on top of that, in September, we're going to have a quick 5-day workshop in the Magical Moms Club about what you should do when you get flyers home about things like that. Sometimes it's things during school, but a lot of them are after school programs where they send you home a permission slip and your kid can stay after school and go to Bible class. And it's always a little intimidating for some parents because it's really hard to know what to make out of that, right? It's a permission slip. So is this a field trip? Is that what is this even? So we're going to talk about those and about what you should do with those sorts of things when they come home. If you're not a member of the Magical Moms Club, I'll post a link to that in the comments as well. We talk about a lot of magical parenting type stuff, and I'm going to be posting more stuff in there. That's going to be like the place to go to get all the posts and info and discussion. There's lots of freebies in there already too. There's links and there's stuff over on the website, but you have to join the website as a member and join the Facebook group. So there's like 2 things to do, which is complicated. I'm going to work on seeing if I can figure out how to make that less complicated for you. But yeah, so sign up for the freebie. Go join the Magical Moms Club. And find out what to do when you get all these crazy notes home in the backpacks this year. Hopefully there's not too many of them for you. Our school went to a new system where they're all on the line, so you get them by email, not on paper anymore. So my guess is we're going to see fewer of them because it's going to be harder to get them past the initial screening. And they're going to make people pay to put them in the rotation. So it's going to be a moneymaker for the school district, and I think that's going to cut down on a lot of the outside flyers, honestly. I'm kind of hoping, because otherwise we're drowning in them. 10 and 12 flyers a week at least. Anyway, that's all I got for tonight. As you can see, the galaxies stayed up behind me tonight, so we're hoping that this is going to work. Please let it work. Because having them fall on my head was really not fun last week either. That's all, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks, guys.